What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about car detail pricing. Specifically, if you have a detail business or you're looking to start one or whatever else and you're confused about how to set your pricing, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So stay tuned guys, this should be a good one. Now for me guys, there are three key attributes to figuring out your detail pricing. Number one is knowing your competition. Number two is figuring out what you want. Do you want quality versus quantity? Quality customers or extreme volume, and that'll depend on your pricing as well. And number three is knowing your worth. And once you know the other aspects of it, right, knowing your competition and all that kind of stuff, if you want to go for volume or quality, then you can get an idea of exactly how much you want to charge and in your head to know how much you want to actually earn per hour. Now I'm actually going to be showing you my personal car detail service site so you guys can get an idea of how I operate mine. So let's hop over to the computer and dig into it. All right guys, if you're looking to start and build your business, pricing is a very, very important part of it. But if you're interested in all that kind of stuff, guys, I have partnered up with Luke from Wilson Auto Detailing. He's gonna be hosting a free live training coming up on September 15th, and he's gonna be going over all this stuff. Everything from your basic detail how-tos, but also the business side, your online presence, your business marketing, all that kind of stuff to actually build a full-blown business. I've been doing this 17 years, still going strong, love the industry, and that free live training is gonna help you guys kind of dial in and get a better idea of what you need to succeed. Okay guys, so back to aspect number one is knowing your competition, right? So just get on Google, do a basic search in your area, and be specific with this. Search your town's name and then car detailing, mobile detailing, whatever else it's going to be, so you can get an idea of who your competition is and how much they're charging. So let's just do an example here. Let's go Wilmington, which is Wilmington, North Carolina, Wilmington car detailing, and take a look here. So right here guys, first one, Wilmington Auto Detail. Let's go ahead and click in this. They got 4.8 stars, over 40 reviews, so pretty good. Let's go ahead and click on that. Let's go to their website. And their website is terrible. There's just no information on it. It's just like a basic Google page. Let's see here, create your homepage. Yeah, it's very, very basic. I think they could be doing a whole lot more business if they just increase their online presence. Maybe they have a really good Instagram page or something like that, but for me, being able to be found online, which they're succeeding at, they're doing a good job there because that was the first one that came up. But this gives me zero information, which is not good. So we'll go ahead and go on to the next one. Again, guys, really, it was number one on the map listing, which from my experience is the most important part to be on. That's where people's eyes go. If they're looking for something local, that's where they're gonna look. So they did a great job there. Anyways, let's go to the next one, Buff Masters Car Wash and Detail Center. Click into their website. Website looks pretty good. It's a very, very clean website. However, showing use of a sponge on paint isn't something that I personally would do. You know, use nice like chenille microfiber wash mitts and things like that, or even microfiber towels. I wouldn't use that on a car personally, but it is what it is. The website looks professional, looks all good. So let's go ahead and try and find some pricing. Now here's some basic pricing. This looks to be, I mean, this is really reminding me of like a gas station car wash that has a detail center attached to it. So I don't know if that's what they are or not, but let's go ahead and go up to the top, go to detailing, and here, an interior detail starts at $199.95. Exterior detail starts at $149.95. So you're basically at $350 for interior and exterior. I don't know if they have a package of them together, but there you go, 350 bucks total, interior and exterior, Wilmington, North Carolina. Now guys, a lot of times that's kind of close to where my pricing is, and a lot of people think just because you're in a more rural area, not a big city, that you can't charge more. And it's not necessarily always true. So make sure you research your competition. Let's go ahead and go back and look at one more. Here, 4.9 stars, 112 reviews, Dangerous Curves Auto Detailing. Let's look at their website. And right off the bat here, guys, they are killing it with the website. Looks way better than the competition. I think they're doing a fantastic job there, showing all their services. Now let's see if they actually show what's included in each detail. That's a big component for me personally. And so let's go ahead and take a look. So Signature starting at $175 shows exactly their process and what they do. Signature Plus starting at $275, exactly what's included. So good on them. I think that's great. Here, let's go ahead and look at this one real quick. The Awakening, see what's included. So they're doing iron removal, wash, blow dry the vehicle, engine bay is cleaned, interior air purged with and vacuumed, shampooed and deodorized, steam cleaned, conditioned. So again, guys, those prices are, you know, that's good money, right? And this is for an area that's, San Diego is very, very expensive to live in. Wilmington, North Carolina, I don't know exactly how expensive it is, but I know that it's not as expensive as it is here. But those are good prices. That guy's doing a great job. This company looks great. I mean, great website. Let's go to products. Looks like they even sell some accessories possibly. They have a gallery showing their work. So very, very good job there. Now, aspect number 2, guys, is knowing quality over quantity. Do you want to kind of price your details lower than the competition and hope for volume, or do you want to go mid-range to higher, going after that quality customer? Now, from my personal experience, guys, when I first started, or when anybody's first starting, you kind of have that scarcity mindset. You're afraid that you're not going to stay busy enough, so you work cheaper than you actually should. When I first started, that was definitely the case. I was advertising cheaper than the competition, and all that really did was get me jobs where the car was 20 years old, never been cleaned before, it was completely trashed. Again, I'm not charging enough, and the job's taking me 6 hours because the car's in such bad condition. Versus nowadays, my average detail typically takes between 3 and 4 hours, and I'm charging more of a premium now, and I'm getting really nice cars that are enjoyable to work on and that aren't completely trashed. Now, I know I personally love watching those disaster details. They're satisfying to watch. However, that's not something I want to build a business around. And personally, guys, like I said, since I've built my site, built my pricing, all that kind of stuff, I don't get those cars. I don't see them very often. Every once in a while you do, for sure. But yeah, I can't imagine doing those exclusively. I much prefer to work on the higher end cars that are relatively clean in the first place. They just want someone to be professional, that they can rely on, know that they're gonna do a good job. You get to go out there, take care of the car, and everyone's happy. All right, guys, and aspect number 3, which I think is the most important, is know your worth. And what does that mean? Take into consideration your experience level, your confidence in your ability, how long it takes you to do a detail. You have to know that up front because you want to be able to price your details kind of based on an hourly rate. Again, I actually have a competitor here in San Diego. He's actually a friend of mine, but he charges by the hour. If a customer calls, he'll tell him, yeah, I charge 100 or 120 bucks an hour. I think he's 120 an hour now. And his reasoning behind that is he's like, well, if you're a plumber and someone calls you out, you don't know what to expect when you get there. And I understand that. But for me, guys, I price my details at a certain price. If it's not as bad, I actually bring the price down sometimes for customers, and we'll get into that. But right now, let's go ahead and jump into my site and I'll show you guys. So guys, I'll put a link to my site down in the description below so you guys can take a look at this and really understand and see how I'm doing it. So right here, guys, here is my site. Now this car, this little video playing in the background, I wanted to show premium services, right? So there's a nice Aston Martin there. This is actually a customer of mine. We went to a nice area of San Diego. This is La Jolla, and we filmed the video. That's actually my customer sitting in the car. If you watch closely, you'll see me flying the drone here in a second. But I wanted to put this on my website just to give it a more premium feel. Now, another thing to consider, guys, knowing your worth is knowing your online presence. Again, you have to be able to be found, and you have to have a strong professional online presence. Like I said, guys, that first website that we looked at in Wilmington, the website wasn't good. That gives me zero confidence. If I'm a customer with a $150,000 Mercedes and I want my car done, and I go to that website, I'm gonna push back and I'm gonna go to the next one because that does not give me any confidence that they're able to work on my car. Now, if I have that car and I want someone to work on it, I want to make sure that they seem professional, they show up on time, they're consistent with their work and all that kind of good stuff. And having a strong online presence like this helps communicate that to the customer. Another thing that I have on my site, guys, is I have a book now kind of button, and you can book online or you can just text us. We have a text number that goes to my little booking team that helps me organize my schedule. And that simplifies the process for people. I want to remove any sort of obstacle for people to book, right? A lot of times you go on a website and your only option is the call, or it's a little bit confusing on what's included in each service. So I want to simplify all of that stuff. Let's go ahead and jump into my pricing page now, and I'll show you guys that. So we'll click up here to services, and here it is, guys. So we basically have just a couple of services. We have a basic wash service, and you can add wax to that. We have our basic detail. Then we have an interior detail and an exterior detail, or the complete detail, which combines the interior and exterior together. Now, if you look here, the interior detail is $175 starting for sedans. Exterior detail is also $175. You combine those, it should be $350, but if you book it as a complete, you get a little bit of discount to help kind of encourage people to go that route. Now, for sure, for me, 90% of my business, the customers are buying the complete detail. Really, with the premium wash, guys, I'm not able to achieve the hourly rate that I want that I'm getting with the complete detail. So if a customer comes that's a new customer and all they want is a premium wash, I'm at the point with myself and my team of detailers, we stay nice and booked up, and I typically turn that away. I don't like to, but it just doesn't make sense. If I do that job, I'm technically losing money because I know another job would be coming in that I would be able to fill that time slot with that would pay more per hour. So with that said, my premium wash is really just meant for my customers that get their complete details every 6 months to a year, and then they want maintenance programs between that, where they're doing it either weekly or bi-weekly. I'll do that for them. Otherwise, people are just booking the complete details. Now, as I said, clarity is super, super important because I'm trying to remove all obstacles. I want people to be able to just not have to call me and ask a million questions. I want them to know exactly what's included so they can just book very simply. And that's what this next little chart here is for. You can see each level of service is here, and it shows you the pricing, and then it shows you exactly what is included on the left-hand side here. And there's little check marks all the way through, letting you know exactly what is included on each of these. So again, that should take away any sort of hesitation for the customer, and they know exactly what they're going to be getting. They know the price. All they have to do is call in and schedule their time. So those are the three main attributes, guys, for pricing your details. Again, knowing your competition, knowing what customer you want, quality over quantity, and also knowing your worth. Now, I will say, along with having a strong online presence within that knowing your worth, you have to have good reviews. You have to have a strong Google business page, all that kind of stuff. Reviews are king, and reviews and word of mouth recommendations are the best way to build your business. Now, for me, there's certain sections of San Diego where I come up #1 on the map, #1 in the organic search ranks. So because of that, we stay very, very busy. Now, my site I personally built, I used WordPress.com to build this. But if you're not comfortable in doing that, make sure to hire a service that can do it and that understands when they're building it to really dig into the SEO or search engine optimization when they're building that site so people can find you very, very easily. Because no matter what you're charging, whether it be a tiny amount where you're the best deal ever or a more expensive amount, it doesn't matter if they can't find you. Now, along with that, guys, the reviews. Reviews are so, so, so important. And one of the ways that you get reviews is just doing an exceptional job, right? But within that, here's my pricing, right? So on my complete detail, it's $299 for a sedan. It includes everything listed. Again, I'll have my website linked in the description so you guys can go back and look at this. But typically, my complete detail at $299 takes me about 3 hours. On the larger size, I charge $349. Takes me about 3.5 hours, and on the oversized stuff, $399 takes me about 4 hours. And that's where I like to price stuff. My gross hourly rate, $100 an hour. Now, of course, within that, I have expenses. I just did a video on how much it actually cost me to do a complete detail on a customer's car. Based on just the consumables of chemicals and things like that, it comes to about $25 per vehicle. Factor in some gas for all that kind of stuff. Say we come in at a total expense of $30. Now we take that, subtract it from the 300, brings us down to 270. So I'm netting $90 an hour or 270 bucks for the car. Now, to go a little bit deeper, you'll see the whole list of items that are included in the complete detail. The customer, as far as they know, they've been on the website, they see the clarity, they know, okay, I have a sedan, I want a complete detail, it's 299 bucks. If I get there, right, and the car is in really good condition, and honestly, in my professional opinion, doesn't need to be shampooed, and you're just gonna be injecting water or whatever else for no reason, then I'll skip that. I know what the customer wants. They want their car to look perfect and be clean and sanitized and all that. I'm gonna achieve that for them, but I may not need that step. So what I'll do at the end of the detail, I won't tell them up front, I'll just keep doing my thing, make sure it's perfect, and they're gonna be happy. When they come out and view it, they're gonna be like pumped. And that's when I come in and say, just to let you know, I did everything that I could to make it as perfect as as I know you want, or as I would want my car to be. But to be perfectly honest, I didn't need to shampoo the seats. They were in good condition. I just simply steamed them really quickly and they were fine. Didn't need to extract them. So instead of $299, let's just call it $280, and the customer will be ecstatic. They're gonna recommend you to all their friends. They're gonna write a review for you. They're gonna tip you. They're gonna be stoked, and you're really gaining trust and giving confidence to that customer. So they're happy to tell everyone about you. That's such a key aspect to this business, guys, is delivering more than what you're promising, right? You want to over deliver to the customer. If you get those reviews, then you're building your online presence even more, giving other people that are just looking for their service more confidence when they see a ton of 5-star reviews. So really guys, knowing your worth is a key component, but then offering these little tweaks like that to help build your business, it's invaluable. So that's it guys. I hope that video helps you. Just to give you a basic idea, again, we're gonna reiterate, know your competition, know what kind of customers you want, and know your worth and how much you want to actually achieve per hour. So again, guys, if you want more information like this, make sure to sign up for that free live training. Link is down in the description below. But that's it. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks again.